Allah said Allah is not ashamed to mention the example of the mosquito or what is above it. So it above it means could be literal, it could be even worse than this. If you can compare it that even the below it, even the worse than in humiliation, more worse than the mosquito, then there are microorganisms, the bacteria, the parasites, which is smaller than mosquitoes and which also need to study. There are lots of books mentioned about the mosquito, and there are lots of books written about the microorganisms, the bacteria, the good bacteria, the bad bacteria, the viruses, parasites. So Allah said that when they mention of the mosquito in the Quran, the disbelievers were laughing to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they said, what kind of book is talks about mosquito? And today the mosquito is a big thing to research, because the modern science tell us we need to know about enemy so we can get protection against our enemy. World War I, World War II, and all the wars after this, it's less people killed, even though the people killed more than 100 million, but the mosquito can kill or already killed more than those deaths. More murders made by any wars in the world by the mosquitoes. There are millions of people who are killing before with malaria, and now where there are new diseases coming out from a mosquito which people have no cure. For example, dengue. Dengue is no cure. Dengue is a systematic treatment only, like you have fever, you can get anti-fever, or you can have pain, you can take anti-pain. You have LBM, you can take anti-LBM. You have bleeding, then you have to take something to stop bleeding. But there is no cure for dengue, and dengue comes from mosquito. So more you research about mosquito, the more you get more protection against mosquitoes. Allah, when they were laughing about the example of mosquito in the Quran, then Allah said, surely Allah is not ashamed to mention the example of mosquito or what is above it. So if you take it literally above it, on the head of the mosquito there is a worm, and that worm is eating the head of the mosquito. And also the fly, which we always curse upon, the flies are also killing the mosquitoes. Mosquito is a very big enemy for us, because its mosquito is more dangerous than the snakes. When I was very young, then I read the hadith. The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, at the night time, all the water must be covered. And I used to cover all the water in the bathrooms, because I learned it from the hadith. And the Prophet said, if you will not cover it, the calamities will come from the sky. And what is calamities today is a disease. And the latest research tells us that the mosquito which is causing the dengue is coming from the stagnant water. So whenever you see the water should be covered. Water should not be open, because if the water comes, then this harmful mosquito of the dengue, it comes because of this open water. The water should be always covered. That's also the Prophet ﷺ, he give us a cure about how to get rid of the bad mosquitoes like causing the dengue virus. There is a new disease now, Zika virus, which is also coming from mosquito. And there are lots of diseases which we have no knowledge, and the mosquitoes are transmitting to us. And look at the mosquito. It's very smooth. It's very soft. When you kill it, you don't feel any sharp. In the mosquito, there is needle which penetrate to our skin and sucking the blood. And it's imagine there's what kind of the needle or the syringe the mosquito have that which penetrates, and we don't feel it. And it's bring out our blood. And when you kill that mosquito, you will see your blood in the body of the mosquito. Is it very surprisingly a creation of Allah, which Allah mentioned it for our knowledge.